Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Tobey's Talk Show. This is episode number 50, and today we are talking about the biggest news of today, and that's the James Harden rumors. So, I was going to think of trying to do something special for episode 50, but with this news, this is a pretty special video. Just like the last video, which you guys are already loving, I'm just going to talk just my general opinions on it, no research, just a raw footage of me thinking about and talking about the James Harden rumors. So, if you have not heard, James Harden has rejected a $50 million a year contract extension. We don't know how long, and he really wants to go to Brooklyn. So that's breaking news because James Harden, in my opinion, is the sixth or seventh best basketball player in the world. Either way, whatever anyone thinks about him, he is one of the best basketball players in the world, and no one can really doubt that or disagree with that. James Harden is spectacular on the offensive end. As we all know, he could score at will. And on defense, he has gotten better recently as he's gotten older. He's put more effort into it, actually, which is surprising. It would seem like it would be different. Like when you're younger, you have more energy, you're more into playing defense. But for him, he's been playing defense better as of late. So this is very interesting because this changes a lot of things. So let's think about it from the Rockets side first. So if you're the Rockets and James Harden is saying, look, I've been your superstar there for 7 years, I think, 8 years at this point. We tried our best. You took most of my prime away, and we made it to the Western Conference Finals. We pushed the Warriors to Game 7. We probably would have made the finals against the Cavs that year and maybe even won if Chris Paul never got hurt. We gave it our best shot, but with Russell Westbrook, wanting a trade, I think it's best for me to leave as well because I don't see us getting anywhere, especially with all the other rumors about how angry every other teammate is. So from the Rockets side, you look at this and you may be upset because obviously it diminishes any championship hope you may have had for the next few years with James Harden, but you could start and get the rebuild underway quicker and you get more value out of it if you trade them now. Russell Westbrook looks like he's gone either way, even if James Harden stays or goes. And now's the time to trade Westbrook. He still has some value, even though he didn't play that well. You get the most out of him. He's only getting older, and every season he gains a year of age and loses a year on his contract. So now this is his maximum value standpoint where you get the most for him, and that's the same with James Harden. James Harden, obviously, as I said previously, he rejected a $50 million a year extension, which is absolutely insane. But you have 3 more years on the contract he has now, and if you wait a year, then now it's only 2 years left on his contract, and he's only getting older, so it'd be another year. So if you trade him right now, you get the most value out of him. So from the Rockets standpoint, you could get on it early, and we'll talk about what the trade may look like in a second. From the Nets standpoint, obviously everyone makes those jokes where, the Nets, were they going to play with 2 balls on the court? There's only one basket, Brooklyn, calm down, and all those jokes. And yes, we understand that all 3 of these guys like to have the ball in their hand a lot, but the reason is because they could all score at will. These are 3 of the best offensive players in the league, and I think it could work. I think these jokes that people are saying, they could be true in the scenario where it may not work out because these guys are all ball dominant players. Kyrie the least, but he still likes to have the ball in his hands. He likes to be the man. He said that publicly. But I think I'm on the side where I think this offense would work really well. Obviously, James Harden, if he wants to be in Brooklyn so bad, I think he knows that he's going to have to take a step back. Instead of playing Harden ball, you play team basketball. And Kevin Durant's done this before on the Warriors where he doesn't have to be that one and only man. He's had Curry, he's had Thompson. Obviously, Curry and Thompson are a lot more off-the-ball players, Thompson especially. But he's been with another superstar caliber player like Curry, and that would be the same thing with Harden. So I think it would work, and I think they would definitely be one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team in the league. And I think, even though you may have to trade a lot, and we'll get to the trade in 30 seconds, what the trade may look like, you could sign all these guys like Wesley Matthews for the mid-level exception and all these veteran offers for these guys that are 30 and aren't that good but are serviceable players. And you also traded for Bruce Brown recently, so you obviously probably won't let him go. I think there is a trade restriction on when you could trade a player. So yeah, from the Houston side, it makes sense. Start the rebuild now. Maybe go for Cade Cunningham, Amani Bates. If James Harden wants to go to the Nets specifically, if he still is given the opportunity to go to Philly, if I'm the Rockets, I would go for Ben Simmons, get an established young player, not take the chance of getting a bust who's still only 24. But the Rockets could get onto that, try to land a stud, and then rebuild and try to get a championship team. Maybe build around Amani Bates if they get lucky, or Cade Cunningham. And from the Nets, obviously, I think this does whatever anyone says. It does increase your chances at winning a ring if everything holds down outside of the basketball court. So now maybe what the trades could look like. How I see it is the Rockets are not going to let James Harden walk easily. Obviously, like I said, this is the most valuable he'll be ever, and coming off a 30-point per game season, playing like a top 7 player in the league, they're going to want a lot, and obviously a lot more than what Davis was sent for. I would expect Allen to go, Dinwiddie, LeVert, so those 3 players, and I mean that's just the start. Maybe the Rockets could send some cap fillers, get some money off their books, and the Rockets would probably want 2, maybe 3, I don't know. Depends on how much the Nets value Dinwiddie and those guys. 2, maybe 3 first-round picks. And yeah, but if I'm the Nets, I would do it. Like, obviously, you could see what happened with the Clippers where they went all in, traded all their picks, and right now it's not working. But as much as I love the Clippers team, and as much as I was a fan, as much as I thought they would win the whole thing, this Nets team was probably be 2 times, 3 times better than them. So if I'm the Nets, you're one, every NBA season, your one goal is to win the championship. Obviously, you're a team like the Thunder last year, and you're like, great, we made the first round. That was unexpected. I'm very happy with how the things went that season, but every team's goal is to win the championship. That's all that really matters. That's all anyone cares about when you look at the team, see how successful they have been. Obviously, you could be as good as the Rockets, but you'd still be trashed for never winning a ring in these 10 years with Harden. So, yeah, guys, that's my quick thoughts on it. Let me know down below what you think about these James Harden rumors, and James Harden go to the Nets. Let me know. Do you think the Nets would win the championship if that were to happen? Do you think the Rockets would be smart to rebuild or give it another chance with James Harden? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe some trade packages you think would be correct or would be fair for both sides. Maybe even one for Philly. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so happy we've made it to 50 episodes. Thank you guys so much for the support. This is just the beginning. We're going to keep going. And I will see you guys for episode 51. And yeah, if there's more rumors like this, like if Westbrook gets traded or big rumors that is blowing up the league, I will try to sit down and quickly record a video because it doesn't take me that long, especially if it's raw like this. So yeah, I'll try to get as many of these shorter videos out there. You guys have seemed to like these so far, especially the Chris Paul one. And yeah, I'll see you guys in episode number 51. Bye, guys.